Let's do some cooking.
My perfect chicken wing, super crispy outside and very tender inside. Here are my tips for getting the crispiest oven roasted wings. Tip 1. Use a dry rub and put some Tang orange powder in it. It has citric acid, which tenderizes the meat without any of the moisture you'd get from things like lemon juice or vinegar, which can make the skin quite soggy. Plus, it gives them a sweet citrusy edge that's just so good. Tip 2. Dry brine your wings with rub and some baking powder, which draws out all the moisture from the skin. I also like to add some rice flour here, which turns into a super crispy coating in the oven. Tip 3. Oil your wings and space them out about an inch or so apart on a wire rack so they don't get stuck and they don't steam. Then bake for 35 minutes at 425 and flip them and back in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes.
This is pizza salad. Literally a salad that tastes like pizza, even complete with its own garlic and herb dressing. Roast up tomatoes and aubergine till they're gorgeous and sticky and make pizza flavoured croutons. A really simple garlic and herb dressing. The trick is to toss the mozzarella and basil through the tomatoes whilst they're warm so they go all melty and gorgeous. Create your favourite pizza by mixing in your ultimate toppings. Who said that you can't eat pizza every day?
So good.
Back when I was in college, my mom used to make me the most incredible roasted butternut squash lasagna that I used to keep in my freezer and take out whenever I needed a cozy meal. I also refused to share it with any of my roommates, and I'm sure that's going to happen to you when you make my version. So there's two things that take this lasagna to the next level and make it really special. One is all of those gorgeous rainbow veggies. I mean, we're talking a ton of veggies. And two, it's the silky smooth butternut squash sauce that gets layered on the bottom and is full of a little sweetness and cozy spices. You'll add noodles to that, and then the roasted veggies, cheese, and then just repeat the layers and bake until it basically looks amazing like this. Cut into it. You can freeze it for later like I used to do, or just enjoy as is. Recipes on Ambitious Kitchen. Here are my best tips for making the perfect flaky pie crust. First, start with cold butter. I like to stick mine in the freezer for about 10 minutes before making my pie crust. Next is to use a food processor. This will help combine all of the ingredients super easily. And here's a secret ingredient. I like to use vodka or buttermilk to really get that crust flaky and tender. After you make the pie dough, you can roll it into a disc that is about 1 inch thick. And this is so it's easier to roll out once it's chill. And then don't forget to chill your dough for at least 30 minutes to an hour. Once you're ready to roll out your dough, don't forget to put it on a well-floured surface and to also flour your rolling pin. When the dough is rolled out, place your pan on top of the dough upside down, and then you'll easily know how much you need. You can cut around the edges, and then you can also flute your crust just like this. It's just a little pinch and a poke. And I like to use a pastry brush to kind of get all that excess flour off. And then don't forget to chill your dough while it's in the pan before you put the filling in. This is to help the pie crust retain its shape. Hope you guys love these tips. Follow for more.
This is my favorite way to enjoy the chicken shawarma from Trader Joe's. Disregard the instructions on the package. Instead, bake at 400 for 40 minutes, just flipping once through. Then to build the bowls, it is hummus, my favorite garlic spread, chickpea salad, and the chicken you just made. Great for a minimal effort weeknight meal. Enjoy!
Korean Street Toast, a veggie-packed breakfast sandwich that's absolutely delicious, starring humble and budget-friendly cabbage. I always have cabbage in my fridge to add to sandwiches and stir-fries. It lasts forever, and it's very neutral tasting. To make the eggy mixture, whisk an egg with salt and pepper until loose. Add green onions, the shredded cabbage, and some julienne carrots. Mixing everything together until the egg just barely clings to the veggies. I like thick slices of milk bread, but any kind of sandwich bread will work. Butter and toast on both sides, and whatever you do, don't skip this step thinking it's unnecessary. In the same pan, cook the eggy vegetable mixture, shaping the sides so it's squarish. Basically, this is a veggie omelet. The Korean flavor element comes in a sprinkle of sugar right on top, which adds a sweet, tangy flavor. some smoky ham, sharp cheddar cheese, thick drizzles of mayo, and either ketchup or sriracha. I just like the smoky heat of sriracha. And now it's time to assemble.
Let's do some cooking.
For some reason, the one ingredient that's always consistent in my fridge is a tub of yogurt, so whenever I'm craving something sweet late at night, I make these chocolate pudding cups. My favorite yogurt that I always have on hand is Stonyfield Organic Probiotic Plain Whole Milk Yogurt. It is incredibly creamy, so we're going to sweeten it up just with some maple syrup, vanilla extract, and cocoa powder. Whisk that together so it has a nice thick texture, and then we're going to add it into some individual cups, seal them up, and pop them in the fridge to chill. Then we can add some peanut butter and chocolate shavings on top along with some sea salt to enjoy.
Don't just go in there and plop it in, and then fry it. You need a good 20 to 30 minute soak. I'm only gonna put about 3 slices in here. I don't wanna overcrowd this because if they kind of rest on top of each other, they don't really soak up as much of the liquid. Move it around. Make sure that we get all sides coated. If you don't let it soak long enough, the middle is going to be dry. So right now, if I squeeze it, it's still firm in the center. That tells me that the custard is not fully incorporated into the bread. The French toast has been soaking for about 20 minutes. Let's get the piece out here. You can see that it's actually really soft, right? You push your finger in, it's super soft. Squeeze in, if the liquid comes out like a sponge, you're ready to go.
This has become a new favorite at our place, fast and easy chicken gyros. The marinade is paprika, oregano, salt, pepper, garlic, the zest and juice of 1 lemon, olive oil, and then I'm cooking with a splash of water. It's so simple yet packed with flavor. And then to serve, I'm wrapping it up with tzatziki, tomato, onion, olives, and parsley. Save this one for your next dinner in.
As a nutritionist, I often get asked about puddings and desserts and what's a good option to have. And this is one of my go-tos for my clients. It's under 200 calories, it's sweet, a little bit savory, crunchy and creamy all at the same time. Top with the crumble mix, bake at 190 degrees about 10 to 15 minutes until the golden brown, and serve with either a dollop of yogurt or ice cream. So perfect. It's peanutty, sweet and salty.
Let's do some cooking.
This is my mushroom carbonara made totally from scratch. And I feel like carbonara often is portrayed as quite an unhealthy dish, but it's actually quite a few simple ingredients to make the most delicious, creamy, rich sauce. I also love to crisp up some Parma ham and use it as a topper rather than in the dish, and using mushrooms and miso to create that incredible, rich umami sauce. Ensure that you save plenty of that pasta water and follow the method carefully. I know you guys are going to love this one. It's so tasty and comforting.